right, guys, what's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Another fun and exciting time to be a Giants fan as we're recapping Giants Eagles from Thursday night. Chris, it was a lot of fun. It's always sweeter. The beer's always colder when we beat the Eagles, especially at home. First win on Thursday Night Football in like 10 years. So that was a lot of fun. Obviously, we'll get into the game a little bit. We'll recap what happened, some good, some bad, and we'll move forward. But what'd you take away from the game?
I mean, heck with the game. That's just the takeaway of the vibe. Like I wake up Friday morning, I don't have to hear "Fly Eagles Fly." I don't gotta see a bunch of messages in the Discord. I don't gotta hear a bunch of nonsense when I drive down the street. I actually go and Friday mornings I'm off, and I drive over and get my kids on the bus. I love it. It's like one of my favorite things about not working Fridays. And I passed this little gas station, and there was a guy out there with Eagles on his car, and another guy in the Eagles sweatshirt. I just loud as I can. Let's go, G! And they both
Rough
just go.
night. Rough night for Philly altogether, man. The
They both
Eagles
just,
lost. The Phillies lost a couple hours later in the playoffs. They got eliminated. I heard the Flyers lost. So it was one of those nights. Unfortunately, we've experienced it here in New York far too
all the
often. The Mets, the Yankees, the Rangers, the Jets, the Giants. Knicks are going to kick off soon. So looking forward to that. But few things from the game. So obviously, yes, very excited that they won. It's very sweet when we win a division game at home. It doesn't happen. It hasn't happened too often in the last decade or so. So we'll take any win we can get. So Dart, 195 yards, one touchdown, one rushing touchdown, becomes the third quarterback, I believe, in NFL history to have 50 yards rushing in his first three games as a rookie. I think it was Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts were the other two, if I heard it right on the broadcast. But Dart sets a little bit of history on Thursday night. He's running all over the place. I don't know about you, man. I'm obviously very excited to see him. I love watching the kid play. He's a little reckless. I'm just afraid that this is the second or third week in a row where he's had to go into the blue medical tent. And obviously, we know you guys watch the game. Dable's like, it's like looking after his son. He's running into the tent behind him. He's yelling at
whole
the
team.
sideline. The whole team is worried.
All
And he
trying
comes
to
back
feed
5 minutes
you.
later, which is great. But one of these days, he might go into that tent and not come out. And that's my worry right now. That's the only worry I have for Dart right now. I love the way the kid plays. I love the fire, the leadership. Him and Scadaboo have a great partnership going. But I am a little. He's got to learn how to either slide or he's got to learn to throw the ball away when it doesn't matter.
I think it'll come. I think he's just he's fired up. The juices are flowing, and everybody's wrong. Everybody on the Clash and Conferences is wrong. He is ready for the moment. Last week when they lost, it's because of 5 turnovers, man. 5 turnovers, 3 of them in the red zone. When Dart fumbled that drive, I think we were getting 7. When Cam fumbled, that's a 14-point turnaround, at least a 10, right? So we turned the ball. And then Slayton, come on, man. 48-yard reception, fumble. How about the drops? How about
Yeah.
the drops? Like, they were like over 50-yard bombs, and he dropped. I mean, like, should have caught him. Like, that's why we lost that game. Like,
The growing pains of a quarterback, right? It was a
yeah,
second start. It's going to come. Not every game is going to be like it was on Thursday. I get it.
not every
Got to
game. Yeah.
take it as week by week.
And I want to rebuttal the sliding thing. His mom has brought it up. Dable has brought it up. Other teammates have brought it up. And he has been sliding a little bit. And I like his mentality. Like, I don't want to take away. Josh Allen can get hurt. He can get hurt anytime. Lamar Jackson gets hurt every single season. Like, they're always missing Lamar Jackson at some point. But they always end up in the mix because if you take away what a player is and you take away their identity, then you might as well just bench him because he's not going to be the player.
It's not that, but
He does
you know,
slide.
don't want to take away his aggressiveness. I agree with you. Like he's slinging the ball, he's running for he's breaking tackles. It's all well and good, but he can avoid that hit to the chin.
He can.
That's what he's got to learn. And then, again, 3 starts, not killing, but he's got to learn how to either he's got to avoid that hit to the face, man, because that's what sent him into the tent the other day. And obviously, the whole stadium, the breath was taken out of that stadium until he came back in. Russell Wilson, I'm sure you saw the clips. Russell threw a ground ball on 3rd and 9, and,
Oh,
and
he's
started
terrible.
getting
Yeah.
booed out of the stadium, and everyone couldn't wait for Dart to come back in. There was genuine worry of we're gonna blow this game. So I don't want, obviously we're relying on the kid a lot. All the eggs are in his basket now, but with him and Scadaboo, we at least the future looks bright. So that is something that I want to take away from the game. So 195 yards, 1 touchdown. Obviously very thin on the receiving core. No Slayton, no Neighbors. Hitting Wandale Robinson for 80 yards and a touchdown. That was so sweet, the play that he dodged to get out of that and throw it on the sideline. Obviously, his first touchdown when he ran in, the place was going nuts. So, yeah, he's doing it with a very thin offensive weapon core. It'll only get better if we get some reinforcements. The offensive line, shout out to the offensive line, man. Andrew Thomas has been unbelievable in 3 games that he's been back. I think it was something like 80 pass protections, no sacks, no hurries, no hits. Right. So obviously solidifying that left tackle.
Best in the league.
Best in the league. One of the best in the league. Great to have him back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Knock on wood. I know he's been battling some injuries, but when he's back, it solidifies that line. Everyone else can do what they're supposed to do because he's protecting his blind side to the fullest.
Shout out to Eleanor. I think he's the heart and soul. He's the one that draws them all together. He's the one that anybody said anything during the off season, he was right on it on Twitter. He had Daniel Jones's back. He has everybody's back. You don't mess with him. Yeah. And then with Thomas there, it does make the entire line better. Everybody can play their role. And like the week that what's her name played, like the other when the other guys were in and they had to step up when Thomas is out. Like we have a little more depth. I think I said it week 2. We got a little more depth than people thought. It doesn't mean you don't keep plugging. Give a shout out to Ben. Last night in the Discord, he was like, "Yeah, man, you got to keep protecting Dart."
Yeah,
I say it all the time. I got ragged on about DJ. I say it all the time. Daniel Jones is going to be a product of the team around him. Dak Prescott, I'm actually going to give him some kudos.
He played really well.
I always said he was a product of the team around him. Now he does have a good line, but he's missing his number 1 wide receiver. But I think CeeDee Lamb's getting back in the mix, and he's playing well. But Jalen Hurts, man, I get ragged on for this all the time. He is a good person. He is a good player. He does work hard. He's not elite. And to have all those weapons and to be falling short is a disgrace. You put Jackson Dart in that lineup, I'll use that. That's what started the whole clash in conferences about DJ. You put Jackson Dart. Look at the footwork the other night. How about when he did break 3 or 4 tackles and scramble? Looked like Pat Mahomes out there hitting people for a first down, running. I mean, I'm not saying he's Pat Mahomes. I'm not saying he's Josh Allen. I'm saying he has that finesse about him, and he's got that. He's lifting us up. Clearly, right? We couldn't win.
One thing about Dable, he said that in the press conference. I don't want to compare him to anybody, right? Somebody asked him, too, about Josh Allen.
He's Jackson Dart.
Yeah, he's Jackson Dart. So that's where we're going to build his legacy as Jackson Dart.
Let's just paint this right here, though. What has changed? We lost our number 1 wide receiver. Mm-hmm. Our coach is the same. Our line is the same. Our players are the same. What changed? Why are we winning?
It's mind-boggling. They beat a 3-0 Charger team at home. They beat a 4-1 Eagle team defending champs at home. And then sandwich in, you lose to probably one of the worst teams in football in the Saints.
Why?
I get it. Yeah, I mean, the turnovers. But, again, that's, like we said, the growing pains of having a rookie quarterback, learning the defense, playing on the road,
So answer my question, my friend. Why are we winning?
Oh, because the quarterback changed. Leadership.
So we might actually have, I know after it's only 3 games, but I think we might have one of those guys I talk about. We don't have the guy that gets pushed by the team like Jalen Hurts' butt. We have the guy that can
That was frustrating.
Yeah, it's terrible. We lost a player on it, and they did it 3 or 4 times in a row.
4 straight times. The league is going to look into that.
As a football fan, how did that minute and a half, 2 minutes feel?
No, it was terrible. Watching it live on TV, I mean, you can clearly see when the camera's zoomed into the trenches. The Eagles players are jumping false start. There's no way to. They got to find a way to monitor it. There's got to be some sort. I'm not saying ban the play.
Don't do it no more than twice in a row, and then you got to do it.
I'm not saying ban the play, but you got to implement some sort of policy. It looks like they're jumping. Even an Eagle fan should say that they're jumping offsides or false start
every single time.
So I don't know how you can ban it. The Giants did whatever they could. Obviously, it took them 4 tries to punch it in. Normally, it doesn't. So
Unfortunately, my girlfriend is an Eagles fan. I never thought in a million years I would
Nobody's
be.
perfect.
Likes Philly sports. But I told her, I said, nobody stops it.
Yeah,
If we stop it here on fourth down, we
yeah,
stopped it.
yeah,
But Hurts busted through and
yeah.
clearly we got it.
After 4 tries, I get it.
And then we
So
ended up with a man down on his back. So like that's the other thing. Why can't she was like, well, why are you mad about it? Because you can't stop it. You're allowed to do it. Like the same argument, typical Eagles fan. And I'm like, but do a regular sneak. Like, why do you have to keep doing it? And then I asked her straight up, what's the rule when somebody moves before the ball? It's a call to false start. Like I
yeah,
rewinded it. It
yeah. I'm
happens
surprised they
every.
don't call it. I don't know how they don't call it. I don't know how they don't see it. There's a
I can
ref on the
rewind it,
sideline looking at it. I'm surprised that it's never called. So
dude.
maybe after 4 times today, the league will take that film and do something with it. But we'll see. More to come. Now the next test will be for Dart. What can he do on the road? He's obviously 2-0 at home.
Where
He
we
lost
going?
in New Orleans. We're going to Denver next week. We got a nice little break now. 10 days off before the next game. But obviously they're going to go to Mile High on next Sunday. And let's see what he could do on the road. Broncos are a decent team, great defense. Like, hopefully he could show us something. If he could, that'll really solidify. Right now people are excited, right? They're getting there. Like, we might have something. 2 out of 3 two of the last 3 games. Obviously, 2 good teams we won. But if he can go into Denver and I'm not saying win the game or anything like play like we did, but
We gotta win the game.
we got
I thought
obviously you
we gotta
want
get
to
back in
win
the
that
hunt. We gotta
game,
get in the hunt.
but keep that game close, keep it respectable, show us that there's some substance here, and I think we'll come away feeling good. Obviously, you want to win the game because the division. Obviously, the Eagles lost. The Commanders now they last couple of games. They got the quarterback back, so let's see what they do. The Cowboys are what they are. They're 2-2-1. They don't really scare anybody. So I'm not saying the division's up for grabs, but they're still in the mix, right? We're
We are
still
in the mix. We
alive
win
after
the game.
6
We're
weeks.
right there.
Obviously, we love to be 3-3. The Cowboy game hurts, and
The
the
New
Saints
Orleans.
and the New Orleans game hurts. But in that sense, on the reversal, did I think we were going to beat the Eagles or the Chargers like we did? No, but I thought we could maybe beat the Cowboys and the Saints. So it's a wash, right? Like I think it's fair to say you'd love to get one of those, but
Make you feel pretty good because of the
oh
teams
yeah,
we in the
yeah,
way we look. And
absolutely,
then let me add. You were really big on the defense. I feel like the defense is really
yeah.
starting to find its rhythm.
Brian
And
Burns is
Brian
playing out of
Burns
his
is a
mind.
beast.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind.
How do you feel about the Barkley letting go now? Now we don't have to pay a running back $14.5 million a year, and we got
Well,
Scatterboo. We got what's Scatterboo do? You got his stats. I know he had 3 touchdowns.
he had 98 yards and 3 touchdowns. So fourth
Beast.
round, yeah, beast. The thing with Scatterbo, and listen, I love the guy.
Barkley, boo.
Right now, we're riding it. Scatterbo is doing his thing. The way he runs, man.
Barkley,
Like
who?
I said with Dart, the way that this kid runs, he's got a very short lifespan in the NFL. If he stops putting his head down and hitting people,
The negativity, my brother. I love you.
you know what I'm saying though. Like you
I
want
know.
to sustain it.
We'll cross that bridge. Maybe he's built different, like me.
I
We'll
hope
cross that
so,
bridge
but
when we get there.
you want to enjoy the ride.
Right now, they're dancing on the side, high fiving refs, winning football games, beating our arch nemesis, doing flips. I see a
Him and
bunch.
Dart have a great 1-2
Oh,
punch. They look like stepbrothers. So
how
him and
about
Dart, yeah.
how about Brian Burns though? We let Barkley go to sign Brian Burns, and now we got Scatterboo, and he leads
Yeah.
in sacks.
Well, we're reaping the benefits just 1 year later. That's the thing. We let Barkley go. I understand. And look, he went and did his thing at
If they would
2,000
have
yards.
lost, they would
Won a
have been.
Super Bowl. They did what they could do. They reaped the benefits of it. We didn't. We had a 4-13 year. So obviously now we hopefully got our quarterback. We're shoring up the defensive line. We hopefully got a running back for the next few years. So yeah, it took a year, and the Eagles did what. Obviously, it paid off for both the Eagles, and hopefully it's going to pay off for us now because by letting Barkley go, we got now Scatterboo, we got Brian Burns, and we drafted Dart for having the year that we had. So yeah, hopefully it's a win-win. It already won for Philly. Hopefully it wins for us before the end of the year. We'll be here saying definitely worth the price of admission by letting Barkley go. Right now, it still stings because Barkley was here. He let that documentary go on Thursday night right before the game came out. It was sweet to see. He's not having a good year right now. I don't know what's going on with him, but 60 yards, whatever he had the week before. I think he had 30 or 40 yards with us against us on Thursday night.
Yeah,
So
how's that contract look now?
he doesn't look like, I don't know if he's not healthy or something else, but the
More
Eagles
out.
as a whole, I know they're 4-2, but you can see there's some cracks in the foundation because AJ Brown looks unhappy. Saquon's obviously not playing to what he's playing. Jalen Hurts is a mild-mannered, quiet guy. Really, he's not going to give you a lot of emotion here and there. So I don't know. They're 4-2, but it looks like the Eagles might be teetering a little bit. What do you think?
100%. I agree. I've been saying it for years. I've always said that Jalen Hurts and Sirianni are overrated. I feel like, I mean, they got a lot of talent, and when they're healthy, they should be winning games. Though I think there was no excuse for them to end the season 1-7 a few years ago. There was no reason for them to let us beat them and let Dallas win the division a couple years ago. And quite frankly, I feel like there's no reason to be this bad now. I don't. There's too much talent on that team to be making the same excuses that we make. Everything has to be perfect for Daniel Jones when he was on the Giants. There's no excuse. If Jalen Hurts is everything that them guys think he is, he should be able to elevate that team. I think he's the problem. I think their coach is the problem. That's always been like that's always been.
Maybe
And I
it is
think
this year, but
always
sandwiched in.
exposed.
Maybe it is this year, but sandwiched in. It's they did win a ring, so I mean
They did.
they'll always have that. Take that. No, there's nothing to take away from them. They won a
That's
ring.
the worst part of it. If they don't win the
Yeah,
ring, he's fine.
that'd be great, but they did. So now let's see who's next. Some rough games on the slate this Sunday. Obviously, now the Giants played; they're over with. So then we're not looking forward to them now tomorrow, unfortunately. But on the slate, not a lot of high profile games, if you will, on the Sunday slate. Might be one of those weeks where we take a bye ourselves just to kind of separate away from football. But you tell me, what anything catch your eye? I mean, I'm looking at the schedule right now. You got
I'll
Dallas,
just
Carolina. Go ahead.
I'll just watch the division games. I'll obviously are going to watch it so I can talk about it on the OG
Bears
pod.
Commanders Monday night. You know,
That's a
obviously
good one.
that's a good one. We're gonna be rooting for Chicago to get Washington. Hopefully, you can take an L and
Support
help us
Mike.
out. And the Chiefs and Lions on Sunday Night Football. I think those are the two best games of the week outside of, the regular slate.
Yeah, great.
Coming up, obviously, it's like I said, Denver. We got Philly again, San Francisco. So not out of the woodwork yet. We still got a good stretch of games coming up. 2 out of the 3, next 2 in the road, at Denver and at Philly. What do you take?
2-0. We're going to win them both.
I'm not surprised you said that.
I'm gonna ride this wave. I'm gonna ride this wave and just keep talking smack. And I'm just looking forward to see what how we grow as a team. We never brought up number 89 off the practice squad. He stepped in big. It's nice having a big body receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they keep him and incorporate him in the red zone a little more. I think that's why he likes. I think that's why he likes the tight end. I think that's why he likes Theo Johnson. He likes the big body, a big frame, a big window.
Yeah,
To
he
throw.
seems to really like that target. He's been hitting them a lot. Yeah.
Dude, I am very impressed with his footwork. I'm very impressed with the way he commands the team. Like he threw a couple passes and he told the guys, "Look, you got to be ready. Like I have to give. You got to know who you're playing."
Yeah.
So I don't think the Denver defense. I mean, it is a good defense. I don't think it's as aggressive or as like dominant as maybe the Chargers or Eagles. I think Jackson Dart will be just fine. I think containing Bo Nix is more of an issue, but I think they get that opportunity every day in practice trying to contain Jackson Dart. So, I see similarities in their game, and that should be a good game. And it's always, New Orleans played Buffalo very well the week before, and it is going to be, and it's tough to play in that building, and it is going to be tough to go to Mile High with the, you got the elevation and everything, and it's always tough. So that's the whole point of home.
Love the confidence in Dart. Love the way
I
he
have
speaks.
all the confidence in the world, and I'm excited, and I'm look. It was never about this year. I would like 8 wins just so I can say I told them guys so. But we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Defense is coming along. Offense is exciting, and next year we got neighbors back. So we got a lot to look
You want to shift gears for a few minutes, just real quick, before
Let's
the
do it.
return
Of the Mecca,
of the captain, the one who will save us this year.
the only team that can save New York right now.
Save us, Y2 Jalen. Jalen Brunson, the captain, will return in 10 days. The Knicks will tip off. I don't know if you've watched any of it preseason. They're 3-0. Obviously, they played 2 games up in Abu Dhabi against the Sixers. They look pretty good.
We know
Very
that's-
deep roster. I love what I'm hearing from Coach Brown. Implementing his system. I think he ran a practice, it said the other day, for 2 hours. He didn't call a single play. They just played pickup basketball just to read each other's schemes, figure out what they're going to do. There was no play calling implemented, no running any sets. They just played for 2 hours, and they just wanted to get a feel for each other of how they play, both offensively and defensively. So I thought that was pretty cool. I like what I'm hearing. Look, we're going to go 9 or 10 deep. Obviously, there was some rumors this week about Giannis. I'm sure you saw that he
Yeah.
wanted to come here. You know, I look at it two ways. Do I want Giannis? Who wouldn't want Giannis? One of the top 5 players in the game. Do I want to gut the roster to get him? Absolutely not. So the story was that Giannis in the offseason had kind of made it clear that he would like to play for the Knicks because it looks like he has a chance to win.
He
If the
bought a home
Bucks,
in the Hamptons.
if the Bucks were not, if he didn't take them seriously to think they had a legit shot, they obviously catered to some of his needs, bringing his brother back and putting guys on the roster that he wanted. But
Right.
there's still that is not dead. The Giannis to New York sweepstakes is not dead. It just depends on what we're willing to give up. I don't know. I don't know who's on the table, who's not. I know Jalen Brunson's not on the table, but aside from that, if there's a way to get him, maybe by the trade deadline, I don't know. It depends on how the first half of the season goes. But like what I'm seeing, obviously very excited. We're gonna be like 9 or 10 on the bench, and obviously that'll take the load off in terms of some of the minutes that these guys play.
100%.
What do you think so far?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I want to add to the Giannis thing real quick. I mean, yeah, I would obviously like to have it. I don't know. I want to ask you one quick question. Would you rather have him with Cat or without Cat?
Oh, I'd rather have him with Cat.
With Cat. So that means you would have to give up like OG, maybe a Josh Hart, maybe Mikal Bridges. They're not giving up Mikal Bridges. I think the big reason why Tibbs isn't there is because of Mikal Bridges. I think this is
Yeah,
going to be the year. This is going to be the year that we unleash Mikal Bridges. I think you're going to see a lot more out of OG Anunoby as well. And I do. I think we have a very good bench and we're very deep. And dude,
yeah.
honestly, I'm gonna go. I'm all in. Like we're winning the championship this year. There's no excuse. The only thing I don't give a shit if they rag on me or not. The only thing stopping us from winning the championship this year is injuries.
Yeah.
Injuries. Jalen
But that's the
Brunson,
thing. I think we're loaded. I think we're deep
loaded.
enough.
We're a
I think
championship
where
caliber
we
team.
can withstand an injury or two. Nothing catastrophic, but
Yeah, we don't want to lose Brunson. We don't want to lose OG. We don't want to lose Cat. We can lose Hart for a little while. I know Hart got some back issues.
yeah.
It's all seems like it needs to just be rested minutes, which he don't have to be out there over beating teams by 20. But here's my theory, man. I feel Brunson always had the ball in his hands entirely too much. We know he's Mr. Clutch. Mike does make a point of, I mean, obviously, if you're in control and you have the ball 92% of the time, I mean, you can score points. That's going to happen. My flip to that is you got to stop him. You know it's coming. In the last 2 minutes of every game, he's done magical things in the last couple of years. He's doing things that Steph Curry's done. He's done things that Michael Jordan done. He's done things that LeBron James and Dwayne Wade has done in his short career. He's only been in the league, what, 7 years? He hasn't
Yeah.
won a title yet. He's going to win a title for the Knicks. He's going to win a title for the Knicks this year.
Speak it into existence, man. Speak
He's
it into
the king of
existence.
New York. He's the king of New York. I'm talking my shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I feel. But my theory is with Mike Brown, more people are going to get involved. More
Mhm.
people are going to score points. It's going to take a burden off of him. But, however, when we need him, he already has the confidence. He knows he can do it. And we can isolate him. And we can still kick the ball out. We got plenty of weapons everywhere. So I think we're the team to beat. And obviously, when you play somebody like OKC in the finals, if we happen to get to the finals against them, it's going to be tough. But I don't think there's anybody in the East stopping us from get
I
there.
think the East is up for grabs.
Injury. That's
I
it.
think the East is up for grabs. Obviously, we know the situation in Boston. They've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. No Tatum for probably majority of the year. Obviously, no Halliburton in Indiana for the whole year. I know there's going to be some up and coming teams. I'm not
Detroit.
saying Orlando's going to be good. Detroit's going to be
Orlando
better. Cleveland is still good. They reloaded a little bit.
and Milwaukee, like you said, to start off.
Milwaukee's there. So yeah, there's some competition. It's not like a cakewalk. The big bad Celtics, maybe they take a year off. Who knows? I'm sure they'll still be fighting for the playoffs. I'm sure they'll still have a good year. They got some good pieces, but obviously they're missing one
They'll
of their
take
heart and
care
soul
of teams
pieces.
like the Sixers and the
The
Hornets. And
Sixers, I think, are still they're going to be good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens with
They are going
Julian,
to.
Maxey, and Paul George. I'm not discounting them off completely, but we'll see what happens with them. But I can't wait for the season to start, man. We open in 2 weeks against Cleveland at home, 10 days or whatever it is. So looking forward to kicking things off, tipping things off.
We still going to do a game together?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do you want to do a live broadcast tonight of the next game? Do you want to like have it? We can't have it on, but we can watch the game and talk while it's on and do something.
Yeah, we got enough time to do that.
I think
It's 80 games. We'll figure out one to do.
We should do something. I can even I don't have to broadcast it live, but I can make some reels out of it or something. Who knows? Do something
Cool.
fun. All right, my brother.
So yeah, man. Good
wanna end
stuff, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening, as always, subscribing and joining the Bacon Shake production. I appreciate, the Empire State of Sports. It's a great, we're very excited. Obviously, football is just getting started. Basketball is about to be started. So big things to come for this production. And shout out to you, Chris, man, for all the production stuff that you're doing behind the scenes. So very excited for the remainder of the year and as we move forward. So see you guys in a few weeks, or a few days, actually. Giants have a week off. The Knicks start in 10 days. We'll recap. Let's see what happens against Denver. And talk to you guys soon. Appreciate it.
Go G-Man.